There was a time in my life that I truly believed that I would be a teacher forever. I loved helping people. I loved watching the light bulb come on. I loved watching someone finally understand something that they'd been struggling with. But over time, something started happening and that I couldn't ignore anymore. I began to realize that traditional path that I was on was limiting something that was very, very important to me: my time, my flexibility, and the ability to help people in a bigger way. So, in this video, I want to share with you why I love teaching and why I started building an online business that I discovered along the way, and why more people today are starting to look for new ways to work and earn income. Teaching is one of the most meaningful professions that someone could ever have because you're helping change people's lives. You're shaping them, you're helping them grow, you're helping them see things that they never saw before. And for a long time, that purpose meant everything to me. But on the other side, there's so many things that people that are not in education do not understand. They don't always see this. Teaching is demanding. Your schedule's fixed. Your schedule's really fixed. Your time is so controlled, and your income is capped. And even though you work incredibly hard, there are limits placed on what you can create for yourself financially and personally. And over time, I just started asking myself this question: is this really the path? Is this the only path that's available? There was one dramatic moment where everything changed overnight. It was more like a quiet realization that kept growing. I started noticing how much time people were trading for income. I started noticing something else. The internet was creating opportunities that didn't even exist when most of us were choosing our careers. People were building businesses online. People are learning digital skills. People are working remotely. People were creating incomes, and it really made me curious. Not because I didn't want to work, but because I started wondering if there really was another way that I could use my skills and my experience. Whenever I first started exploring the online business world, I'll be honest, it was overwhelming. There was a lot of information out there, a lot of noise, and a lot of people claiming things that wasn't always realistic. But once I started digging deeper and I realized something important, the people who were succeeding wasn't just lucky. They had learned skills. Skills like content creation, building communities, using email marketing, sharing information that helps others, using systems and automations. And once I understood what all this really was and learning skills was really about, not chasing this get rich quick scheme idea, everything started to make more sense. So, one of the biggest realizations that I had during this time: skills create freedom. And when you rely on a job, your income is tied to that one source. But when you develop skills, those skills can open multiple opportunities. You can build online businesses. You can help other people grow theirs. You can work remotely from anywhere. You can build systems that work beyond your own hours. And that idea fascinated me because for the first time, I saw a path where the effort that I was putting in could eventually create something that worked beyond the traditional model. So now let's be real for a moment. Making a change in life isn't always comfortable. And when you step away from a traditional path, people just don't always understand. Some people question your decision. Some people worry about the risk. And honestly, sometimes you question yourself too, because they're questioning you. But I also realized something very important. The world is changing, and the way people earn income is evolving. So learning a new skill is no longer optional if you want the flexibility and the control over your future. And as I began building an online business, a few things became very clear. First, success online isn't overnight results. It's about consistency. And second, it's about helping people. The people who grow the fastest online are usually the ones who focus on serving others and serving others with real problems. And the third is where community matters. Being around people and learning and growing and brainstorming together can accelerate your progress more than anything. You can't do everything alone, my friend. Think about this. God put us on this earth to help each other. God put us on this earth to help one another, not to be alone. So why this matters right now, if you're living in one of the biggest shifts in how people work, the internet has created opportunities that previous generations simply didn't even have. And more people are realizing that they don't have to choose between working hard and having flexibility. They can learn skills that allow them to create income in new ways. And that's what drew me into this space. It just drew me closer and closer. The ability to help more people learn something that they could change their options and their future. Because think about this, I was in a classroom, either in the prison for 15 years or in fourth grade for one. One of those things that you've got to realize, you're in a space where you can't go out and help everybody. And so now I can. So that is what I love, the ability to help other people learn something that they have absolutely no clue what is going on. So for many people, success online is not about becoming famous or making millions. Sometimes success simply means more time with their family, more control over your schedule, and the ability to work anywhere. Hello, that's me. And the ability to build something that belongs to you, that belongs to me. And when people begin creating those options for themselves, everything starts to shift. Because guess what? Looking back now, leaving teaching wasn't about abandoning something that was so meaningful to me. It was about expanding the way that I could help more people. The internet has created the world where knowledge, skills, and connections can reach far beyond the classroom. And today, more people than ever are learning how to use those tools to build something new. So if you're ever wondering whether there's another option out there, there's another path available for you, sometimes the first step simply is being willing to learn something new. Thanks for watching, my friends. I encourage you to come join me in my community, Building Digitally with Christy. I do have it linked in the descriptions below. If this video helped you, please like and share it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please know that I will see you on the next video, because I cannot wait to bless you with more knowledge of how you can work remotely from anywhere and get your time back with your family.